Welcome back to Weekly Update. Let's get into it. So we got a toilet this week, and it's interesting. I'm wondering if we're going to get sinks next, because they've been doing a whole lot of decorative items. The design of it's pretty cool. It's nice and small. Non-functional, obviously, like everything else. You get little vents to vent your poop out, that's cool. Nah, the design looks great, though. Scratches everywhere. Per usual with everything else. You get a little metallic thing or texture on the foot pedals. That's awesome. Details always surprise me with these. They're crazy. It does look kind of like the toilet from SE1, which is interesting. I don't know if that was the inspiration or if they just went brand new for this, but it definitely looks cool. You can place it vertically and horizontally, but you can't place it on any of the other sides, I don't think. I didn't really try either, but I know you can place it like that. The seat looks entirely uncomfortable. Like that. Looks like that'd be awful to sit in for long periods of time. And it also looks like it's not even connected. Well, I mean, I'm assuming that portion would connect to your suit. More vents. Check out the underside here. You even get some nice little looking vents and filters, or wires. I thought that was a filter. That's crazy. Yeah, it's just a toilet. No big deal. Cool. Let's get on to painting it. And we're gonna go with this color. That looks insane. So all of the metallic pieces stay metallic. All of the other pieces do get changed the color though. That looks actually pretty good. Kind of crazy. I wonder, like, they even got the rings too. That's so insane. Attention to detail is insane. The scratches still. You can even see some of the metallic paint in there. That's awesome. Alright, let's move on to shooting it. So you can actually shoot this more than once. And it doesn't completely deform. But once you shoot it the second time, you actually split the base apart from the top. That's awesome. Some more textures there. That's cool. Fantastic job. I love it. Let's check out the little demonstration room I got here. So, open the door, and now we can kind of see more of these items together. This looks awesome. This is what makes me think like they're gonna make the sink next, because they're already building out pretty much everything you need to make rooms. But I don't know, they could release a bathtub next. Check out the actual bathroom. The shower and the toilet, and then the not sink, but sink. Super cool. I'm liking the way everything's looking. Great job on the details of everything. That's it for the example. Nothing too crazy with that. A little lighting trick that I'd use on everything pretty much, just to get some more dynamic lighting, I guess you would say. I do have a video on that if you want to look at it, so we'll link that. But yeah, let's move on to the dev diary. Alright, so we're back in Steam, the release for the toilet. inside the dev diary now. So they got safe zones working in game. Once it's enabled, nothing inside of the safe zone can take damage. Awesome. Simple and effective, like they said. So we'll get to the portion real quick. Right here. So he's drilling into the side of the asteroid. Can't get into the safe zone. Nice. I like it. It's a good idea. I mean, I know safe zones were in SE1, but they're now in SE2 too. So I'm wondering, like, if shielding's gonna work the same way for the ships or whatever. It does say that the artists have to finalize the shaders and the graphics, so that'll come in the future. Camera glitch fixed. So there was a first-person drift caused by a foot or something for the inverse kinematics. I don't know much about it. I didn't really pay too much attention. I thought it was good, but hey, they fixed a camera glitch. Nice. The creative mode FTUE prototypes. So the first time user experience is what that is. They're giving you the basic objective flow to expand a cave, add a thruster to a ship, fly to a location, ram another ship, continue to a station, and so on. While many players may ignore or disable this, they like to add that option just so if you're completely new to it, I'm assuming that you can get a start to it if you've never played. That in creative mode felt aimless before, other than building or destroying whatever. So they also have the survival mode too for that. They simplified the structure, so objectives now guide you where to go and roughly what to do. But how you get there is up to you. In his playthrough, or in their playthrough, whichever, they repaired the ship in the cave, flew to a station, fixed connectors, and then took a flying ship to the orbital station. Still early, but it's a core loop that already works and is fun while they're expanding it. That sounds awesome. I'm super excited to play survival. Verdure planet visual updates. Verdure got another update and it looks 5 times better than before. The new terrain, traces, or terraces, I don't know. Voxel materials, boulders, overhangs, trees, flora brings. They updated everything. Here's the new visuals. Still a work in progress though. And this looks insane. Wow. I'm wondering, like, if the planet that we place in the game right now, if that'll be like that. I doubt it. Just because even when you place a planet right now, you don't have access to some of this flora. But we'll see. I'll test that out in the future. You can now quickly drag toolbar items away in your internal build. A small change, but further testing and iterations makes it much user-friendly. So we don't have access to this yet, but they do. I don't know when we'll get access to it, but you can now drag the items off your toolbar instead of right-clicking, I think it is, to get rid of them, which, you know, something else. Small quality of life update. Water development is speeding ahead. Here's a look at the test of the water behavior on a sloped terrain. They're making steady, incremental improvements, and it's exciting to see the system starting to interact more naturally with the environment. This is crazy, as always, with the water. Like, what? That's so cool. And this is the before. Now here's the after. That's awesome. I don't know. I can't wait for water to come to SE2. That's gonna be really cool. So, then we get the concept art and whatnot. We have really beautiful and useful concept art, but we're always pushing for more and better. That means something we can literally go back to the drawing board with certain blocks and characters and refining them until they truly match our vision. You get a little character model, and I'm assuming this is the main character. And then the concept art for the water thruster. To me, I think they changed this a couple of times for the water thruster. I don't know how I feel about this variant. honestly. I liked the white one. That one was cool. This one, it's growing on me. And the more I'm looking at it, essentially. I like that it's orange and actually like buoy-ish, kinda. I don't know, like I don't like the open portion of the guard per se, but that's just my opinion. Still looks good though. And then in the development process, they run into bugs every day. No surprise. They get them fixed long before the players ever see them, but every now and then something comes along that's too funny not to share. Bro, what happened to your hair? And your eyebrows? You do look so serious. That's ridiculous. And then the hair at the back of the head. With the eyeballs, man, the eyeballs are poking so far out. That's crazy. Alright. That's it for the dev diary. That's it for this weekly update. So, if you guys like the video, leave a like. If you don't like the video, bye. No, I'm just kidding. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think about the toilet and what they're going to make next. And consider subscribing. I'm trying to hit 1,000 by the end of the year. We're almost there. So, that's all I got. Okay, thanks. See you next time. Bye.